Alright. That was weird. I went to talk and it was like, that was something on my lips. Alright, we are coming online. Good morning to those of you in the same time zone as me. Same country even. Good morning. Alright. Let's get rocking and rolling. Okay, our quest today is attack with 30 creatures. Oh, so I was getting close to maybe doing a quick draft, but in case you missed it, I clicked the wrong. I was going to click on the store, not the packs. We'll go there. In case you missed it, there was a sale on packs, and I don't actually buy a lot of stuff from the store. Especially, I definitely don't do cosmetic stuff. I don't care how anything looks. I'm not going to spend resources on how something looks. That's just my brain, how it works. I'm not judging you if you do that. But I don't care. So I don't go to the store very often, but I go check out the deals because... So yesterday they had all of these... Well, I'll say yesterday. They're still let's see, we got 3 hours. So if you're watching live, you might want to check it out. You've got 3 hours to purchase these at $500 a piece, which is half of their normal cost. And so even though I don't even buy a lot of packs because I try to draft, that's a really good deal. So I figure it was worth the value even if it takes me longer to get enough gold to draft to pick up those packs. Now, I didn't open the packs on stream, so I'll just tell you, I didn't get much out of them. But it's always good to open packs because you get... progress towards wildcards. So, there's that. Alright, I don't know what we are playing today. Oh, I did play a little bit of Cats at the end of the day yesterday. Not streaming, but I played off stream for a little while. And actually, I think Kaldheim, surprisingly enough, brought one of the stronger pieces back, or not back, but to the deck that makes me want to go back to playing the deck. Now there's some really good pieces from Amonkhet, and I don't have a lot of those because I had to use wild cards. There's no, well, that's not true. I guess you can buy packs of Amonkhet remastered, but there's no draft. I don't think I've ever done like a draft or anything with it. I know it's harder to get those cards. Put it that way. Okay, as far as this hand goes, it is okay. Not great, but it's okay. So, anyway, it's a vehicle from Kaldheim, and if you haven't seen it, it creates two 2/2 cats, but when it attacks, it can copy a token, which is quite nice, actually. Let's see. We'll go here. Although, I don't know. We're going to want to use this probably sooner than later because that converted mana cost 3 or less is going to hurt us late game. So I almost think I might have got more value out of my turn if I'd have played maybe that earlier. Actually, let's do this. And now, if they want to take them, if they want to take it out by blocking with both of their mana dorks, I'm okay with that. So that's a pretty safe attack there, I think. I did French press coffee this morning instead of that Keurig stuff. So good. So odds are they still have something big in their hand, but getting rid of the biggest threat, one of the bigger threats in green, period, right now, the Elder Golgoroth is. Questing Beast is pretty tough, for sure. I'm not going to block it yet, though, because I'll just take it away next turn, too. Probably make my opponent really mad here in a second, but... Because at some point they're probably going to get stuck drawing lands or something. They may not have a ton of these. And once I get far enough ahead, I mean, I'll just be able to block and still go around, I think. We'll see. Okay, so they're going to get land. So they're probably not playing another beater this time. Nope. Okay. So now we have a choice. I think we're still holding off for those. I think we're going here. Nice. And we're going in. Okay. If they don't have a way to wipe the board, I don't know how they win. Because, okay, you've got, I mean, you do have 3 blockers, but I can take one. So, yeah. This is over. I'm not sure what the blue was for, because this really ultimately looked like it was just a mono green. I don't know. So, you know, cats, nothing special, but functional. Very, very functional. Still hanging around this 80% mark. Went all the way down into the mid to high 70s and swung it around and got back up. But got a long way to go. Let's see, and we did a lot of attacking there, so we worked on our quest really well. I'm going to run it again. I don't see it as a particularly strong deck, to be honest. I mean, it's very, very simple. But sometimes simple is fun. Very tribal, which is something I definitely enjoy. Most of my decks have some kind of tribe or theme or something that goes with them besides just, I don't know, going with the meta. Alright, a lethal opponent. So we have no white in hand. And I don't think that's good. Still don't have white in hand. But do we mulligan down to 5? We have 2 cards we could play. We only need 1 white land to get. Let's try it. I don't like it. But I'm going to try it. And we're just going to hope we get better draws. We need... There's not... That's the thing. The green in here is really, really support. There's not a lot of stuff I can play without white mana. Interesting. Oh, but these are legendary. I have this funny feeling we're going to see mono red, and don't know if we are going to stand up very well to that. I'm going to say probably not going to hold up very good. No. It's goblins even. No. We don't stand a chance. I'd have to have... I mean, board wipes. If my Settle the Wreckage comes back up, that could really come in handy. Although I'm missing a white mana for it. But... yeah. They have to really stall out. And we have to really get lucky. This is a bad matchup. And the goblins right now are a bad matchup unless you're just prepared for them, I think. Or built for it, I guess I should say. Because they do what they do so well. If you're just trying to mess around with janky tribal decks, you're probably going to be in trouble. Yeah, we'll Oh, I should have... Dadgummit, I should have crewed. I keep forgetting to block with my vehicle. And I don't know why. Okay. Let's go ahead and attack. See what happens here. I mean, they could have a shock, but that would only take out one of the cats. It won't take out the vehicle. So there shouldn't be anything else they can really do. Alright, and let's get rid of the war chief. Because that really makes this deck hurt us. Okay. So now I just need to remember if they attack, I can crew... Oh, but I've already tapped it when I attacked. Okay. And here's Muxus. This is probably where we lose. Maybe not. Maybe not because we got rid of the haste, right? Oh, this one gives haste too. Doggone it. We got rid of the other one. But even then, they weren't able to pull off a big board. I don't think we're... I mean, there's no reason for me to think we're winning this game, but... This is better than I thought it would be. I'm going to actually let that come through. Okay. So here's what we'll do. We'll attack with this one and then cast the other one to create even more cats at the end. Okay, that costs 5. I only have 5, so that wouldn't be good. Let's go ahead and swing with everything. I mean, if they have a bad draw, we could still be in a decent spot. If they have a bad draw. Okay. And then let's go here. This will create 2 more. And it's untapped, so we can crew it to block. If that makes sense, we have to wait and see. It might make sense to have extra blockers versus a big blocker. Okay. So this is going to go get something. Probably Krenko, I think. Yeah, I figure Krenko makes sense here. But they don't have enough to cast it yet, so they're still not in a great spot. Now granted, 9 damage is a lot for me to deal. Even if we get through this. And this is too hard to cast as a companion. I'd have to pay 3 and 3. I'd have to have 6 to cast it in 1 turn as a companion. They really messed that up when they changed that. And I don't know why they changed it, because some of them were broken. I get that. But... okay. I don't know that we have a choice but to continue. Well, no, because that 5/5. Oh, if we try to wait, there's no way out now. I thought maybe we could get in fast enough to deal the damage. There's no way. Oh, wait. They saw it. Oh, I can't believe they saw it that way. Or maybe it's just because they play goblins, they're used to winning so fast that they're not very patient. But, I mean, I'm sitting here trying to do the math. I mean, at best, maybe I swing with all 6 and force some blocks. But, okay, let's say they block here. That's 4, or 5 rather, that would get through without blocking another. They could block here and take damage. And leave these on the field. I still think they ultimately come out with the advantage. These cards weren't going to do anything, and maybe they just were assuming I had something great right here. Okay, let's say I crewed. That would get taken 4 out of combat. I couldn't have attacked because it would have just died, and it would have given me an extra one. So I'd be at 5 untapped. I mean, I guess I could have. I think the only thing that was going to happen is I was going to stall for a while, whether I crewed there or waited and crewed later. Because Krenko was going to create too big of an army for me to deal with, and they had Krenko in hand, so I don't know what math they were looking at that made them think they should bail. That was really strange. I think the math was totally in their favor. Now, granted, I do have cards in the deck that would have been better if I would have had, instead of those 2 Great Henge cards, if I would have had a Settle the Wreckage or something like, or the Banishing Light, we'd have been fine. But sitting on what I was sitting on, they totally would have won that with Krenko, because Krenko was going to create so many goblin tokens. Yeah, must have just been impatience. Alright, here we go. So, we got an early play. I don't have a turn 2 play yet. I've played Kahira from my hand more times than as a companion, and it's not even close. I almost never get to use it as a companion. But it is nice to have just in case. If a game goes long, I can bring her in. But, I mean, that being said, that means really and truly she's not strong as a companion. But again, it's because of the extra cost they put on. Otherwise, she would have been, or he, I don't know what this, it's a beast. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it would have been much stronger. Okay, do we want to get rid of this? Reveal target opponent's hand. I'm not crazy about that. Yeah, I think I will. I think I will keep them from looking at my hand right now. Now, that being said, exiling my graveyard wouldn't have been anything. Okay, I think that can just destroy... Yeah. But that leaves her at 1. This doesn't mean anything yet, but... My cats are coming after you, Veraska. Just wait. So she'll go up to 2. So unless there's something to block, she'll be vulnerable. Okay. X is the greatest power among creatures you control. Interesting. Oh. Well, there's that. We got no creatures. Okay, let's go here. We'll make more cats. When we find land. Okay, now she's up to 3. We gotta keep an eye on that. Oh, that's right, because her plus is a +2, not a +1. Yeah, we definitely have to keep an eye on that. Oh my goodness. That hurt. That hurt a lot. I need another Vanishing Light to get rid of her. She is starting to scare me. I really think we're going to have trouble if we can't remove that Planeswalker. Okay, and they've got so much land. Hopefully we don't see another Casualties of War. Okay, Eldritch Reborn's not horrible here. It's not great. It means we're going to lose. We lose a creature. Oh, they took that back. Wow. We are in a pickle. Okay, let's go ahead and put that in our hand. I don't see how we get out of this. Alright, discarding. Let's go there. Ashiok. Okay, so that means I'm gonna mill. I can't search my library, but I don't think I have anything here that I need to search. And I don't care that they're exiling my graveyard. Okay, so we have Banishing Light. Oh, that actually is interesting. What do they have in theirs? So their Eldritch Reborn is going to do nothing. So that's nice. Okay, so we got rid of Vraska. At least for now, although that might not last the way they've been blowing up my stuff. Okay. Yeah, you can exile my graveyard all day long. Okay, now just, it'll be interesting to see what's in hand. Oh, another, but it's a different Vraska. Oh, and they're still killing my artifacts and enchantments. That's what's hurting. None of my removal is sticking. They're removing my removal. That doesn't seem fair. Okay. I don't know. There's... This almost feels useless. I think we're just kind of biding our time here. I don't know how much longer. We might be scooping pretty soon. May just scoop it up. Take our ball and go home. They're drawing cards. Removing my removal. Killing my creatures. So with the exception of Ashiok, I'd almost like to build something similar to this. It does intrigue me. But okay, this is just gonna get destroyed. Oh, we could attack. Let's do it. I mean, we're just going to kill the token, which won't amount to anything. But I'll create another cat. There. Now I have a big board of cats. Will it matter? Probably not. But we'll see. Okay. So we know something can get destroyed. Probably this one. Oh, just everything. Just wipe the board. No big deal. Ay, ay, ay. So my big board of cats is now gone. Everything is gone. Wow. I don't know whether to be upset or impressed. I will say, it is nice to see something off meta. And we can't exert because of summoning sickness, so we pretty much can't do anything other than try to figure out how will it get removed. Because nothing stays on my board. Alright. Oh, are they running out of ways? Running out of ways to get rid of my cats? Nope. I just had to decide if they wanted to lose Vraska or not. Wow. Okay. So there goes pretty good chunk of my deck. Down to half of it. Less than half? Yeah. A quarter? A third? About a third. I think I came in with 60. Yeah, so it's a third. I can do math. Okay. I don't think there's anything in here but planeswalkers at this point. Alright, I give. I give. Okay, so the only thing about a deck like that is it's so many wild cards. I did try to build a Planeswalker heavy deck in Jeskai colors. Blue, white, red. Do I even have the Planeswalkers that it would take to make a reasonable Golgari or... What is black, green, blue? What is that combination? I forget. Okay, let's go look and see. Okay, let's just... I'm going to have blue and white. Okay, so they were running Ashiok, but they weren't really using blue for it. They were just using the fact that it can be cast with black. Well, we could use blue-red, and I've done several decks where I've tried to push Nicol Bolas. I'm not sure if how interested in that I am. So I don't have a ton of Lilianas. Well, I got a playset of Dreadhorde General because I really enjoy this card. One of my favorites. Never opened a pack with any of those. That's interesting. Or, well, this one was from the M19s. That's got to be... We didn't have M19 on Arena, did we? Or is that from a remastered or something? Or from an anthology? Or did we actually have M19 on Arena? Has it been that long? Maybe we did. Oh, that's a long time. So this is from remastered. Okay, but those aren't... I don't think those are good choices to build. So I've got I could go here and do a similar thing to what they were doing. And Nissa. But you gotta put a creature card with converted mana cost less or equal to the number of lands you control onto the battlefield from your hand or your graveyard. And the whole point is to not really carry creature cards. So I don't know if this would really helps if I were going to do that. This one's pretty cool. What about... what's red, green, and black? Oh, that's Jund. I know what that is. Of course I know what that is. I've built Jund recently. Would that make sense? I don't think so. Could go route green and then green and black. Leave out the white and the blues. I don't know. Green black planeswalkers feels like it could be a thing. All right, let's mess around with it. Let's mess around here. Okay. So I want Liliana. I don't know if I want too many of these others here. The only thing about elves is we're creating. Let's see. You've got to target an elf. You've got to create the elves. Whenever you cast an elf spell, yeah, that's not going to work. Destroy target creature, but it costs 6. So the question here is the payoff at the end. Until the end of turn, creatures you control gain death touch, and whenever this creature deals damage to an opponent, that player loses the game. Well, the problem is we have other planeswalkers that cost less that do the same thing. Okay, Kaya, your opponent's impermanence, your opponent's control with hexproof can be targets of spells and abilities as if they don't have hexproof. I mean, that's fine, but is that something we're going to see enough to warrant putting her in when all that she can do otherwise is exile 2 creatures? And she costs 6. I'm going to say not for now. I'm going to go with not. Okay, so we want to go here. I mean, I like Vraska anyway, so that's one reason why I was already impressed with the type of deck that we were up against. So, and I kind of like the Golgari color combination. It's not my favorite color combination. I like probably, well, from the guild colors, the two color combinations, maybe is it the most, but frankly I go back and forth depending on what's available. Like I really like my Boros equipment deck, so okay, all creatures have menace. I like that because I think if you combine that with the something like her ultimate, I think it makes it even easier to pull that ultimate off. So let's go there. Okay, and then let's go here and see what makes sense here. I think Nissa could actually make sense here. Even though we tend to see Nissa more in mono green, I think she does. We get a little bit of removal with her -3. The ultimate's not bad. I don't know if I like it though. Okay, we can create creature tokens here, but her -2 is all about casting creatures from your deck. That doesn't make sense. I don't care for that one. Well, I don't know. The greens might not work very well. And I think green and red, I don't know if that makes sense either. Creatures having haste is interesting, but I don't know if it works very well. Okay, let's just look at red real quick. So the upside of red that I like is that it's earlier. The other thing is we could go with all of our early stuff to be removal. Maybe. Maybe. But this gets us something in early. Oh, see, now we're probably pushing the theme a little too hard if we go with nothing but planeswalkers. All the counters are removed from Chandrafire Artisan. Does that much damage? Let's see. Are we pushing too hard? I don't know. Each non-elemental creature. I don't think we want to do that. I mean, it does give removal, but I don't know. Kind of yikes there. So now we only have 6 spots open. I mean, the red planeswalkers also have removal. I mean, really, with these colors, almost everything has removal of some sort. Well, not the green, but the black and green, the black, the red. It'd be really weird. But I'm not against weird. Chandra Novice Powermancer has her -2 is removal. The problem is everything else she does isn't that great. Alright, so what if now what's going to be the strongest thing? Oh, I didn't even click what I meant to click there. I meant to click that, not the other one. What's going to be the strongest thing to support all of this? Huh. I mean, Ritual of Soot, we saw that from our opponent in that last game, did look pretty good. We have nothing at all early, so we have to have something to clean a big board. I think Ritual of Soot makes the most sense. Okay, that cleans up the board. Because I'm thinking if we get caught against something like goblins or elves, I think we're just toast. Anything later, it could be interesting. The other thing I'm thinking is if we get up against something that does a lot of counter spells, because everything costs so much, I think we're gonna stall out there as well. I don't know. I think it's gonna have some good games and some really awful games. What do we call this mess? Planeswalkers. I don't know. Oh yeah, let's fix our land base real quick. Let's see, is there a Jund land? No? Let's throw in a world tree. It won't, it's the... Let's see. Oh, sacrifice up to 1 target creature you don't... Oh, sacrifice this and up to 1 target creature you don't control gets -2/-2 until the end of turn. Create 2 1/1 green elf token. I don't think that actually is necessary. So yes and no. I fed Sam, but Samantha stayed on the couch, so I did not feed her. I had to feed the dogs this morning. My wife is checking in. All right. Let's go with 2 of those and 2 of those. And then we need to figure out the not green, the yeah, let's go here. So what else do we have? Go with one of those. These are going to be good. I don't think I want more scrying. Land you control have to have. Okay, yeah. I don't know. We'll take 1 more. And then... Sure, let's take a play set of those. Is that all? I think that might be all. What does that do? 3 damage to the target player. Discards a card. Meh. Actually, these are not... Well, swamp or mountain, that will work. Because it doesn't have to be a basic swamp or a basic mountain. Let's try this mess. I do appreciate opponents who give me ideas. Like the World Tree deck has been a lot of fun. It's not been great, but it's been fun to pull off. Fun idea. Okay, so we actually have some of our low cost, well, 3 and 4. That's about as low cost as we get. We only have 2 land, but one of them being a scry land, I think might help. So it's probably not a good hand to keep, but it's not a good deck, so. And we are playing against counter spells, and I don't think we're gonna stand a chance. Because I really think the way to get around counter spells is to have enough low cost stuff that you can draw them out. But I mean, by the time we draw something out, we have no land to tap and play anything else with this one. So I don't know. Yeah, see now they're drawing cards, which is really bad. Really bad. We don't want that deck to be able to draw cards. We'll go green here. I mean, we'll... Yeah. This is one of those matchups I really... You know, and I said that. If we go up against counterspells or really fast aggro, we might be in trouble. I think we're in trouble. Because this is really both. This is aggro and it's going to be counterspells. This is exactly what we didn't want to face. Alright. Oh, well that didn't get countered, so that makes me feel a little better. Okay. Did we get lucky? I kind of think we might get lucky.
I'll just go torture someone else.
I think our opponent only having 2 mana right now might end up being convenient. Okay, let's go here. They have a 2 mana counter spell. If they do, we're so done. Because they're only going to get more counters after that. Yeah. And then everything we have, we're not going to... Yeah, this was one of those matchups I knew was going to be horrible. It's horrible. It's all good. Now, the question is, do we try to go and tweak this and make it something that can handle that matchup? I don't know if I care enough about it yet, because this could be a deck that we just trash. It really could be. All right. Whoa. Oh, so have you guys checked on the spoilers for? Well, it would just be. I guess you can call it a spoiler. I'm thinking is it a spoiler or a preview. And what I was really thinking is it a leak? And it's not a leak. I'm pretty sure it's all been officially revealed. Anyway, spoilers for Strixhaven. We just got to see a cycle of cards we're calling the command cycle. So it's basically each college's name and command is the name of the card. And then it's a rare card that you can cast and do 2 things from. Okay, we have our... it's such a risk though because it's one of the ones that requires 2 red. I don't think this is worth it. Okay, we have 2 red, and we have that Chandra again. So let's keep this one. Let's remove that. And let's just let one of these come in tapped. There's no need to pay the 2 life here. Anyway, so the command cycle, the rare cards, you can choose 2 things out of 4 for each. I thought the Boros was pretty weak compared to the rest. It costs 5, where some of the others cost as little as 2. And then I actually thought the Is it was good. That's not what I was thinking. It's not Azorius. What is the black and white? It's on the tip of my tongue. Azorius is white and blue. Okay, black and white. I can't think of the name of it. Anyway, I think the black and white command cycle, to me, was the best and my favorite. But that also could be very much personal preference, I suppose. Let's go here and throw down a blocker. So what I'm wondering is these smaller cost, the 3s that have... Now these, I think you sacrifice the tokens. But having these small tokens, I think maybe creates a little bit of... with the blockers, a little bit of a stall tactic. Okay, as much as I want to get rid of the Death Touch lifelink, I think we're better off just getting rid of this one. If it can't. Yeah. Oh, and see, now we have... I don't need to pay for that. Ritual of Soot. Let's go here. And here. So now we have our early game walkers doing what they do. Nice. So yeah, the Golgari only costs 2. Now granted, some of the things that it does may not be as strong. But I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, I really felt like Boros got the shaft as far as the whole thing goes. Let's sacrifice a permanent. That works. Okay, now we've kind of stalled out a little bit. I didn't really anticipate this being a thing.
Go get 'em, buddies.
I'm not sure what I think about this. So I anticipate this being triggered, and we'll just drop Tybalt. Oh, interesting. Yeah, we'll still just drop Tybalt. Not a big deal. Okay, and now I think I can get rid of... Oh, I see. Target... Oh, because it costs more. Okay, I knew I had the opportunity to get rid of it, but... Ooh, do we consider to get the card draw here? I really want the card draw. I'm going to wait. I might even take 3 life this turn. I think I will.
That which cannot protect itself. Behold, nature's true power.
Oh. Yeah. I've got to get Tybalt out for a block. Or let them build up. Yeah, we'll just take the 3 life. Okay, so here's what we'll do. We'll put a token out and then sacrifice it to her. Dealing the damage there. Okay, that buys us a little bit of time. I can take 3 damage again. We'll buy a little bit of time. Allow a few more lands to be put down. Yeah, I'll go 3 life again. I don't know if I've got a way to getting rid of that. Okay, so when we blow those up next turn, that'll slow them down a little bit. Oh yeah, please go after Tybalt. What are we doing? Oh no, we're not going after Tybalt. Oh, that hurt. Okay, well that hurt, but we'll go Ritual to sit here. Oh, and I've got 2 of them. Even better. Bye-bye, land. Yeah, I'll just get rid of Tybalt. Okay, so the lantern is hurting us, but I don't have anything on board. Let's go ahead and lose 3 life again. Oh, that stinking lantern is killing us. And I almost can't. I'm going to.
You don't look scared.
Yep, and then we're dead. Because 1 more would be more than I can block. Okay, so interesting. I think we needed. Did I say I? Oh, AO. AO. My other screen's too far away. I gotta rearrange again. Thanks for jumping in the chat. What's going on? Ziggy? Alright. I'm trying to build some junk stuff. Building a trash deck, because that's what's fun. Alright, so I like the idea. I think I need to figure out a way to get rid of some other things. So let's do this. Let's go down here and let's go with some other removal. Let's see, I'd like to get 4 of those. Let's go down a couple of those as well. Let's see. Rage 2? Yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't know what Rage is. I'm not a gamer per se. This is my game. Outside of Arena and maybe a little bit of Call of Duty, Warzone, I don't know much about the other games, just being honest. Yeah, I'm trying to do... So, okay. I just got through getting stomped by a Jund Super Friends. And I liked it, so I thought I would pull some inspiration and try something. I've never built one before. I've never built a lot of Super Friends decks in general because I don't typically have enough wild cards. for all the rare and mythics that it takes to build a good one. And so I have another somewhat Super Friends and Jeskai that is not very meta because I don't have the wild cards for it. I don't really like it, but it's okay. It's not awful. So I'm throwing stuff together here to see what I can come up with. A post-apocalyptic first-person shooter. Nice. I mean, I do like first-person shooters, but I come from, I guess, a more old school. Like, I remember it was PlayStation 2, the Navy SEALs one. What was that called? Oh, it was a really big one at the time. I can't remember the name of it now. Oh, that's going to haunt me. I'll have to look that up. Anyway, so some of the more old school stuff, and then like, let's see, PlayStation 3, I think, had Rainbow Six Vegas. That was a big one I enjoyed. Let's see. Oh, Varanclex, yes. I do want to do that. Oh, and he's green, so you're right. In these colors, that would be crazy good. And I've seen a lot of people doing Varanclex with some other combinations too. I feel like I mean, it's not. I don't want to be a band color person or anything like that, but in the right deck, it is almost like. Oh, I hate these words coming out of my mouth. It's almost unfair. Like when he drops and a Planeswalker drops in the right deck, it's like, it hurts. But luckily, I've been able to. I don't know. I've been seeing a relatively diverse meta lately, and here's what I've figured out. It really depends on what you're playing. Like I built that World Tree deck, and immediately I saw tons of decks either playing World Tree or playing cards that were hate cards to what I was doing. And they were different type of decks. They weren't decks I had been seeing. So I thought that was really, really interesting. And then I switched over to a mono white deck, and immediately I was playing against other mono white decks. So I think that's the thing, is even though I'm not climbing the ladder because I'm switching decks and building new decks all the time. I mean, sitting at, well, I was up at like 81% this morning. Now I'm down to 79. I am really enjoying throwing stuff together because it gives me a variety of opponents.
My assistants are painfully slow.
I tried to build a land destruction. I'm really bad at building that deck for some reason. Like, really bad. I gave up on that one. Like, I literally deleted it. And I do not delete decks very often. I've got like 70 right now, I think. Let's go here. And get rid of that.
My hair is on fire? Oh, yep, you're flammable.
Yeah. Weird is my thing. I do appreciate weird decks. I do have one deck that I play Yorion in, and it's weird too. It's like a Izzet March Wizards March kind of deck, which actually I've pulled off some pretty cool turns with it. But it's again, it's off meta. Like I'm all for the guys that are playing meta, they're playing competitive and doing what they do. I mean, awesome, go for it. That's just not me. I am totally gonna. I want to find the meta decks and then figure out how to make it weird. It's kind of. Let's see. Let's see. Is Yorion, if you played in some control heavy deck? Yeah. Ooh. Okay, so I think I'll just discard the Tibble. I don't really need it. Okay, so it's not 3 or less, so I can't destroy it there. Let's go ahead and just uptick. Sacrificing that. And I don't even think dealing it a damage is going to do much good, so let's just go here. And we'll throw down a token. Okay, so it's almost guaranteed that Vraska's going to get hit in the air. Go down to 4. But I can create more tokens to sacrifice to her +2 next time. So I like that. And we can keep swinging in there. Landlocked, it does seem like they're kind of stuck, doesn't it? Because they can't pay to activate Nicol Bolas. So that was the play we expected. Okay. So now what? Well, they must be really landlocked. They not even playing anything from their hand. Although they've got the extra mana here and here. Ooh, okay. We'll discard 2 cards. That's not fun. But we still have value in being able to sacrifice these to her +2. Well, they're doing a lot of thinking. Okay, I don't know that that's great, but... Alright, now what? Okay, we'll go here. And drop 1. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know if it'll come in handy or not. I'm kind of questioning, well, so I'm kind of questioning my choice here, but I'm kind of not, because if our opponent had blockers, the Menace helps get our Death Touch through. And I did cut it down to 2, because it's not a especially strong Planeswalker, but I like having the lower cost ones to get them out earlier. Although Vraska only costs 4, that's not bad at all. The other downside to going tokens as creatures is they're so susceptible to board wipes. Like, the simplest of board wipe just takes out all my tokens. Okay, see what they got. Okay, they got land. This could get scary. Is that enough? I think that's enough. Oh, they need 1 more. Because I got 1, 2. They need 1 more to flip to the Arisen. Nicol Bolas the Arisen. Which is a little scary. Okay, so they switched game plans. Watch, how much you want to bet we draw land? Oh, we didn't, but is this... Okay, well that's fine. We can go here and use the zombie token to sacrifice to Vraska. But now Nicol Bolas can destroy a... Let's see, it can deal 10 damage. So that pretty much means once it gets flipped, Vraska's gone. So which is better here then? Drawing the card or maybe getting rid of... Let's get rid of something just in case. Maybe we slow down the flip. Oh, that's true. They can kill a planeswalker. Good point. I didn't even think about that. I always forget stuff like that. Yeah, so the death touch. Let's see, where's it at? Yes, whenever a creature you control with death touch deals damage to a player or planeswalker. But don't I need something to... Oh yeah, here it is. Whenever this creature deals damage to a planeswalker... Yeah, it's on the token. I was thinking it was on her static, but it's on the token. Her static gives the 1/1 counter. I had those flip-flopped. Okay, so... I don't know if it's going to matter, because they could draw a land. But we may have slowed down the flip. Well, no, we did, because even if they draw a land, I keep thinking it's 6, but it's 7. They need 7 land. And this needs, what, 2 more counters? 3 more counters. 8 or more, so it needs 2 more. Ooh, this is going to hurt. So what's its when return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand? Interesting. Well, luckily I've got something to discard. Okay, so they went blocker instead. Oh, which means they're going to have to block with... Oh no, they're not blocking. So we're taking out Ashiok next turn. Okay. Well, just go ahead and do that. Just go there. There. Okay, that's good. Go ahead and play that. Okay. Might as well add another 2 counters. I guess I could have done that before I attacked. That might have made sense. Oh well. Okay, so now they're getting really, really close. And we don't have Vraska anymore to get rid of those. So hopefully we don't draw land and we draw something good here. And see, they've got a real decision with our Death Touch having Menace. So maybe this was a cool combination. Okay, but... Interesting. So they're going to take those out. Which will take away the Menace if this one goes away. I need to get rid of... I really need to draw another Vraska and get rid of one of these. Well, that one. Okay, we didn't. Okay, I think we go ahead and use her +1. And see if maybe now we can draw the Vraska we need. No, we drew the other Vraska. That's fine. That's fine. It's not as good. But we are dealing damage, so we might still be putting our opponent in a bad position. So they'll have 8. And then they get how many? They get 8. Oh, wow. So if they get 8 counters, they get 8 copies. I've never seen anybody pull that off. That's going to be so much mana. Which means... Okay, so they'll flip this. But I kind of feel like all that's going to do is... get rid of one thing, right? To target creature or planeswalker. And that takes away a blocker. Oh, they almost can't flip it then. Because all I gotta do is put this down for menace. What do they get rid of? Well, they got some real decisions to make. Oh, are you kidding me? Just cast Ulamog. No big deal. No decision. Just cast Ulamog. You gotta be kidding me. Well, that's the ball game. Jeez. Who does that? This person has no heart. No heart whatsoever.
It's not often I outmaneuvered. Together, we will prevail.
Okay. Well.
Ever seen water burn? The only prize I know. Your head.
No problem. Fire can solve.
I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking, is there any way to deal 5 damage? If we remove, we have to remove counters. Oh, that's why he can't deal the 10 damage to Chandra. Because it'll. Oh, how do I get these off? I guess I just have to stall long enough to uptick, and then do the -7. Can we stick around long enough? Can we stall long enough? I don't know. There's just so much. So we need 1 turn to uptick, and there's another turn. We need 2 more turns, and I don't know if we get it. Chandra can win the game in 2 more turns. How do I get there? Oh, but if you just straight up destroy it, it doesn't remove counters. If you deal damage to it, it would remove counters, right? Does damage not remove counters? Am I thinking about that wrong? Did you just kill yourself? Oh, I can't believe that. I really think that was the only way we were going to win, is if our opponent killed, or yeah, removed the counters for us. I don't know that we'd have made it otherwise. That was awesome. That was awesome. May have to do that again. Okay. Oh, that's so expensive. Oh, hey, another Master of Time. I've got one of those. Two's pretty good. I'm not even a blue player, but I like the card. It's a cool card. Oh, what is this? The Arena Open. Isn't this just for... Or is this the one for everybody? Good night, that's expensive. Is it worth doing it for stream? I think if I could get together a bigger audience, it would be worth doing it for stream. I don't know if I have a big enough audience. But well, that, and I also don't play competitive enough, and so I think I'd be out too soon. Is it sealed? Is that what this is? Or is this a prize? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a decent prize. The format for day 1 event is okay. It is sealed. Single game matches. Day 2 will be traditional sealed best of 3 and sideboards. Oh, so it's all sealed. That's not bad. But I'm not very good at sealed. But at least it's not constructed. Huh. It starts in 24 hours. How much is that going to cost? So I either need another 2,000 gems or we'll just say 20,000 gold. Okay, let's go see how much that costs. 2,000 gems or 20,000 gold. Is it worth it? Let's see. I guess you can't buy gold. You have to buy gems. So what is 2,000? Okay, I'd have to go... Huh. I'd have to spend 20 bucks. Man, is it worth it? I don't know if I'd get enough. I don't know if I would get enough people to watch. Because, I mean, everybody else is going to be streaming it. And I'm not a great sealed player. If I were better at sealed. I should do a GoFundMe. And then if my followers help me get there, then it's worth doing it. There's probably some way to actually make that work where, like, not so much the follower. Maybe I should do like a poll with followers, and that way, like, if I know that they're going to watch, I would do it. Could be interesting. Okay. Not great, but we'll keep it anyway. We can scry, which is good. Oh, I'll keep that, although I don't have any land to cast anything with. Oh, that Fire Artisan winning the game was so good. Ananias and Ananis Felder. I know I've played this opponent before. I will say it does seem like at the mythic level, which makes sense because it should bottleneck and narrow as far as the amount of players at the levels. But it does seem like I play more common opponents as far as repeat opponents at this level, which again does make sense. But I just thought it was interesting to note that I see more. Okay, which one is this? Creates a creature token. I don't think I like that. How much did it cost? 3. So Vraska can get rid of it. We may have to use Vraska to get rid of it. Or we could just create a blocker. Let's create a blocker. And a decoy. A blocker and a decoy. And then we'll go Vraska maybe. Alright, what you got? Okay, you're gonna go after the decoy. I guess I'll block though. Okay, now what? I'm not sure what our opponent is getting at here. You got plenty of... Oh, counterspell? Well, if counterspell is what we're looking at, I'll just pass. I'll put something on the board that I can attack with next turn. Alright. Each token that would be created under opponent's control this turn, created under your control instead. Alright. Well, that's fine. I've got a ritualist sit somewhere.
Your head.
In that case,
Your life's about to end.
we'll go there. No, I can't go there. Oh, I don't want to do that then. We'll +2. I wish I had something to sacrifice, but do I want to go... Well, you know what? Let's just do that. Okay. So I brought these, obviously, for enchantments and artifacts, but I don't know that treasure tokens is how I want to spend them. I don't know if that's adequate value, so I may just use the card draw. That's the reason. The other big reason I like Wilt is you get the cycling option. So if you don't need it, it replaces itself without being wasted. Of course, it costs 2 to do that, which isn't great. But sacrifice a creature, create 2 treasure tokens. Okay, so they are obviously looking to create some treasures. I think we're going to go heavy for now.
Harness the elements.
Okay, so we're leaving Vraska vulnerable, but we have one in hand, so I'm not too worried about it. And our creature has vigilance, which is helpful as well. And at the end of next turn, we could either tap it to... Okay, do we want to get rid of... Okay, scry 1, put a landmark counter, then if you're 3 more landmark counters, transform. And create 3 treasure tokens. Sacrifice a treasure to draw a card. I don't know. I think I'll wait. I think I'd almost rather draw a card than get rid of the treasure map. Even though it is strong, I don't know if it's... how much it's going to interfere with my game plan. Yeah. Alright, what you got? Target opponent creates 2 treasure tokens. Well, that's nice. I would take that. Okay, no attack. Good. So let's go ahead and draw a card. Oh, nice. And let's put this one down tapped, because I don't need the extra land. Oh, and... oh, what am I thinking? That was even better than I thought it was. I'll go here.
The land fights for us. You want to go, tough guy?
Okay, go here.
As long as we win, nothing else matters.
I do not want to sacrifice anything right now. I do want to uptick.
Let's light it up.
Why not?
Living in a monastery full of firebrands?
You may cast an instant sorcery or convert master graveyard. So we could still get rid of... Nice, but what I really want to do is add a loyalty counter to the other Chandra.
Mother Rudy gave us homework.
Okay, so unfortunately we left everything tapped and we're vulnerable, but I think we're okay. Because again, I've got a backup Vraska. So much mana. I might regret that, but we'll see. I might regret it. Okay, I love that we're playing against something different, though. I haven't seen anything quite like this in a long time. Definitely the first time since I've been at Mythic this go around. Oh, wow. Yeah, we're losing some good stuff here. But that's okay.
Ian's walk it off, Chandra.
All right. Okay. We'll go there. Let's go here.
The land shall conquer you.
I think I want to go ahead and draw a card. Oh, nice.
Chandra, you need more control. Just let it work. Find your fires of passion within.
Sometimes sacrifice is necessary.
Okay.
Bad for you.
So everything is pretty vulnerable, but I don't know. It's really hard to know what my strategy is, having only built this and never really playing anything quite like it before. And like keeping up with all the different options on Planeswalkers at some point is a lot of like processing. So Vraska's ability can take out a couple of these. So that's an option. Okay, that's interesting. But I suppose all those make sense. So you'll suffer from that one. But it's probably better than the ultimate. So many decisions. Back and forth, back and forth. Oh, see, that stinks, because now I've got to decide whether I'm going to let her go. Oh, is everything? Oh, that's interesting. Alright, well, let's go here. Let's block one. Not to save her, but to get rid of something.
I must seek comfort in the land.
Oh, that... Okay, so the interesting thing there is when I'm -7, I won't have as much mana to spend. So that's interesting. Oh, and destroying a land means I'll have even less. Ooh. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and just do it. Why not?
Oh, it's you.
Okay. Liliana
Let us march into battle and make new comrades.
and land. Let's go there again.
Fire spreads fast. With help.
Pain is weakness, leaving the body.
Okay, this is really interesting. I think I think I might have been better off going with the 2/1/1s and then sacrificing with her -4 to get rid of 2 things here. I think that would have been the better play. But I'm having to focus so much with everything going on here, and again, not being used to playing this deck. I'm really having to pay attention to the different options here. Which I can tell the opponent is really trying to figure this out too. What to do, what to do. Okay, that's interesting. I think I will block the one I can kill.
Okay, guess you don't need me anymore.
We'll go there and draw a card. But then I can put the 2/1/1s down and sacrifice them, killing those 2. Okay, but here's a third. I kind of wondered if we'd have to deal with a third. So let's go there. And okay, what else? Okay, let's just go here and get rid of one.
When people start screaming, I know.
Oh. Yeah. That was going to be the end of that. That was pretty cool, though. The pirates, tokens. I think it was probably more tokens than it was pirates, but they kind of go hand in hand. It was a neat little deck from our opponent. And we actually started winning a little bit with this weird Super Friends thing. I might play it some more later. Alright, I should probably end my stream and get to work. Thanks so much for hanging out. Appreciate the chat. I always love a good activity in the chat. It's a lot of fun. Let me know if I should try the... Oh, but I don't know if I want to drop 20 bucks on it, though. I feel like that's going to be a waste. All I'm going to get is... I don't know, 6 packs. What were, oh, I didn't even pay attention to the other rewards. Nothing. 400 gems. So you got, I mean, even to get remotely close to getting your money back, you pretty much have to win out. And that's just for me to get the money I had to spend. It's not even close to getting the cost of the... Oh, wow. I don't know if that's worth it. I don't think so. For me, anyway. All right. Thank you for hanging out. You know, do those things. Follow, subscribe, all the things that you should do. But most of all, share with your friends. Get some people in this chat room.